Hey guys, today I have for you 5 ways to build your clientele as a new barber. It's things that I done when I first started to build a clientele and that I've done continually over the past 11 years to keep my clientele growing. Stay tuned to the end of this video. I have some bonus content for you guys about advertising, and also I have some apps that I use to make professional looking images for my daily Facebook and Instagram posts. So y'all stay tuned for that. Okay guys, welcome back. In case you're new here, my name is Preston. I'm a master barber. I've been cutting hair for 11 years. I hold licenses in 3 states. I am doing a video series on a new YouTube channel about geared at new barbers, how to build your business, just things that you need to know, different videos about things you need to know as a new barber. So today, this video, we have 5 things, 5 ways to build your clientele as a new barber. I have graphics for you guys. I have my computer set out in front of me, so forgive me if I'm not looking at the camera and talking a lot. I'm going to have different examples for you guys and things, so just bear with me and we'll get through this, and I hope you learn something and take something away from it. Let's get right into the content. Number 1, work on your barbering skills. Word of mouth is your best advertisement. You give somebody a great haircut, they're going to tell people. You give somebody a bad haircut, they're going to tell more people. You're not going to be great when you first come out of school. It's rare. It is rare for somebody to be exceptional when they first come out of school. So work on your barbering skills. My last video was about how to choose a barbershop, so go check that video out. But part of that video was are the guys that you work with in the barbershop, are they willing to help you learn? Are they willing to teach you? Get a mentor in your area. Work with him or her. Listen to him. Don't get hurt or be sensitive if they criticize your haircuts. Critiquing your haircuts is a good thing. That's how you learn. Take classes. Go to hair shows. Man, invest in your career. Some hair shows, I think the classes are free. Some classes are free. Maybe your shop owner will send you to some classes. Even if you have to pay for them, man, go. Watch YouTube videos. There's a million videos out there on different haircuts, different techniques. Everybody has their own style, so you can take little pieces from everybody and kind of build your own style. First and foremost, man, be patient. Be patient in this process. It takes time. You're not going to come out and start cutting great skin fades in a month or even 3 months, 6 months. You evolve over time. My best advice to you is enjoy the journey. I know it's stressful. I know it's hard. I've been there. I've done it. Man, one day it's going to click, but for right now, enjoy the journey. It's an awesome process. So you'll look back on this time in the trade and you'll be happy that you took the time and invested in your career. The next thing I have for you is, let me pull up the graphic. Man, it's invest in signs for your vehicle. And mine looks something like this. You can see I scratched out the phone numbers. It has my shop number and my cell number down here at the bottom. But man, invest in these signs. Keep them simple. You can see mine is simply my name, my title, where I'm at, and it also has my shop number and my cell number on there. Keep it simple. People going down the road aren't going to be able to read it or make it out if it's all jumbled up and you try to put too much in it. So keep it simple, classy. Use clear colors where people can make it out, and it should be a great thing for you guys. But invest in these. I think I paid somewhere around $75-80 for these, for the set. There's one for each side, and they've paid dividends. You wouldn't believe how many times I've been in Walmart or Target or grocery store, wherever, and I get a phone call and it's somebody seen a sign on my vehicle and they want to know where I'm at and if I'm available, when I'm available to cut their hair. So invest in signs, they'll help you out. The next thing I have is business card, at least business cards. You can see an example of my business card here. Again, it's simple, right to the point, has my name, my title, where I'm at, the address, and again I blocked out the shop number and my cell number just because I don't want it out there on YouTube. But keep it simple, man. You don't need the fanciest looking card to gain clientele. Believe me on that. Flyers. I'm going to also talk to you about flyers. It's part of the business card thing, if you will. Let me pull that up. This is half of my flyer. I couldn't figure out how to get the whole thing. It distorted when I tried to post the whole thing. This is half of it, what it looks like. Below here there's another half about the same size as this, and it basically just has my hours, the services that I offer, and the shop, and my cell number. So that's another thing that you can look into. I opted to put my picture on here, and it's because I wanted people to get used to seeing me. I wanted people to know what I look like, so when they walk in the barbershop, they already know who they're looking for. So they walk in there, they see me because they've already seen my picture. They know exactly. They walk right up to me. They don't have to ask which one to use, Preston. None of that. So take that into consideration when you're getting flyers made. Put your picture on there, and it'll help you out. These things. I usually post a flyer and 8 or 10 business cards in the same location. I'll pin the flyer up, and then I'll put 8 or 10 business cards on top of it, at the corner, so people can see the flyer. It draws attention, and then they'll see the business cards and be able to take one. So they'll leave this and be able to take the business cards. So y'all look into that. I think for business cards, I paid $100 for 1,000 of them. I can't remember. I didn't have them done at Vista Print or anything like that. I had them custom done at a printer here in town. So I think I can't remember the fly. I would say under $200 you can get 150 flyers made and 1,000 business cards easy. So y'all check into that. They really help. The next thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is using social media to advertise. Man, it is so important that you get your name out there, especially as a new barber. It's a must that people has to see your work. They're going to be curious, can this guy cut hair? Does he know what he's doing? Take pictures of your work, post them. Run Facebook ads. I'm looking for here is a sample of a Facebook ad that I am currently running. First of all, you have to have a business page in order to run these campaigns. So go get a business page on Facebook. It's free. It's not going to cost you anything. Get it set up and you can start running ads. Excuse me. You can see this ad. The past 7 days I have run this ad. It's cost me $6.99 total, and it has reached 1,508 people. Now mind you, I want you to take this into consideration. This ad is set to run to people within 25 miles of the barbershop. Also, I come from a small town of 45,000 people year round. I am not in a huge city like LA or New York or even Tampa, Jacksonville, Miami. I'm not in a big town. I'm in a very small town, and this thing is reaching 1,500 people a week. And this isn't multiple reaches to the same people. I don't know where it's at. I would have to look at it again. But in this ad, if I scroll down, which I can't because this is a photo I'm just overlaying on this video, but I can scroll down in this, and it tells me that each person is seeing my ad an average of one time. So that tells me this is really reaching 1,500 people. It's not reaching 700 people twice or whatever. It's actually reaching 1,500 people in the past 7 days. So I have it set to spend $1 a day, and this is the results I have. And I see new people all the time coming in to the barbershop, and they say, "I've seen your ad on Facebook." Or you can also do the same thing on Instagram where they're tied together. Where they're tied together. So you'll spend the $1 a day and you'll be on Facebook and Instagram. I choose to use Facebook because most people in my area are on Facebook, and that's what they use. I do like Instagram. It kind of gets my reach further out, if you will. We'll go over hashtagging and geotagging and stuff like that here shortly. The next thing I have for you, number 5, and the things for growing your business, growing your clientele. Man, you have to be consistent at work with both your haircuts and being at work when you're supposed to be. Listen, so many barbers out there, they come and go as they please. They show up at 10, leave at 1, and then they wonder why they're not building a business, or they want to work a few hours a day, 3 or 4 days a week. Listen, you're not going to build a business that way. You have to be at work. Set your hours, 8 to 5, 9 to 6, 10 to 7, 8 to 8. I mean, listen, frankly, you have to work. You're not going to be able to build a business or maintain a clientele if you are not consistent both at work and with your haircuts. So that's huge. I can't tell you how important it is. 90% of it is being consistent at work. You have to be at work. I know that I'm going on and on about this, but it is so important. You can be the best barber on the planet, but if you're not at work, you can't do a good haircut. Plain and simple. Go to work. Be at work when you're supposed to. Be enthusiastic. Don't have a bad attitude. Listen, I know you have a bad day, but smile for your clients. Enjoy being there. Enjoy learning. And be consistent with both your haircuts and being at work when you're supposed to be. A little disclaimer about that. Listen, I understand that things happen. People understand things happen. I'm not saying that you can't leave if something important happens. What I'm saying is, on a continual day-to-day and week-to-week basis, you need to be consistent at work. If you're consistent for a year and you have a customer that comes in one day and you're not there for whatever reason, they're going to understand. They're going to be okay. Well, something came up. I'll come back, in a day or two. It's not going to be a problem. But if your customer comes in 3 days in a row and you're not at work when you're supposed to be, they're going to say, I'm going to have to find somebody that will be at work when I need a haircut. So go to work. Be at work when you're supposed to be. I want to talk to you about advertising, and mainly for the bonus content, the way your advertising looks. It's important that your advertising looks the same, and I'll show you an example of mine. This is the signs on my vehicle, the business card that I have, and the flyer. And if you notice, they all look the same. And the reason that is because you want to burn an impression, if you will, of your advertisements into your clients or potential clients' head. So it gets to the point where they don't even have to read it. They see the layout, they see the color scheme, they automatically know what this advertisement's for without even having to read it. And I learned that from a marketing director for a major company in my, close to my area. And it's so important. If you'll notice, a lot of big companies use this as a way to advertise, and it's all it is just making people recognize your brand, your logo, your advertisements. So when you're going to get signs and business cards and flyers made, keep that in mind. You want everything to look the same. I even have a sign above my station that just has my name and the lettering you see here with Master Barber under it, and it's just a sign above my station. I'm sorry I don't have a photo of it. I wish I did. I would show it to you guys, but you can just imagine it's just an 8-inch sign with my name and Master Barber on it. So even when they come into the shop, it's all tied in together. So it just gets redundant for them, and not in a bad way, in a great way, that they don't even have to look at your advertisement, and they automatically know. And the Facebook ads that I run, the flyer top, that's why I have this photo. The top of the flyer is what I use in the Facebook ad that I pay to run. So even that's all tied together. So in just a basic summary is, when you're doing advertisement, make sure it all looks the same. It's very important. It'll pay you in the long run to do this. All right, guys, the final thing I have for you today is the apps that I use for making advertisement and content for social media, short of videos. If you want to know what I use to make these videos, leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll make a video of it so you guys can see what I use. But the number one app that I use is Typorama. And if you have an iPhone, this is the logo in the iStore or whatever it's called, Play Store, whatever it is. This is the logo for the app. Man, it makes some really nice I have some examples for you. These are all haircuts that I've done, and the before and afters, the two on the left underneath the logo, they're before and afters, and I give them names and I put my watermark on them. And the one that's beside the logo is just the after. I forgot to take before photos of that one. But I take pictures of these haircuts, and I use these on my my local bartering pages. I don't know if y'all have those in your area. You might want to look at Facebook. But I use them on my bartering page to advertise. It's free. Get creative, guys. It is free to use these things for your advertisement. So get creative. Show people your work. They want to see it. They want to see how you cut hair. They want to feel comfortable. But this creates, even if you don't have a picture, I'm trying to get to it. If you just have a background, you don't even need a background. They have colored backgrounds, every color that you can imagine. They're just plain backgrounds. Now, if you see on this one, it says made with Typorama. This is a free app, but everything you make is going to have that on it. I bought this app. I paid to upgrade it or whatever, and you no longer have that. But you don't have to buy it. You're just gonna have to deal with the watermark from Typorama on there. But I made this for back to school cuts, and it has unbelievable. You see how all the words are laid out and all that. They have so many different options, and man, you're gonna have to get this app and play with it, because I've had it for 2 or 3 months, and it's just unbelievable. I learn something new every time I use it. So get the app and play with it if you have an iPhone. If you don't have an iPhone, I'm not really up on the Android side of it. So you just want to look for something that's kind of text on photos or something like that. But you can do a lot with this app, and I'm sure Android has apps just like it. So get this app. And also I use a photo collage maker. That's how I put these photos together, and then I save that, and then I put them into the Typorama, and I put borders on them and writings and whatever I want on it. But man, use these. It is proven that people react to photo and video advertising better than just words. So use this. Make your advertisings look professional. If you have an advertisement and it's just words like, hey man, come get a haircut, most of the time people are just going to scroll right by it and not even pay attention to it. They're not even going to see it. People will notice if you show, like, especially drastic before and afters. People are going to notice that, and that's going to cause them to stop. And all you need them to briefly look at your advertising, and they're going to see haircuts, your name. Put in the description when you post it where you're at, how much you charge, all these things. Again, use Facebook Marketplace. I post them on Marketplace. Man, again, get creative. It is free. You might as well use it. I can't believe if people don't use them, to be honest with you. It's produces so much. And back in the day when I first started cutting hair, we didn't have these things to build clientele with. Man, this thing will almost build clientele for you if you'll just use it. So go in there and use it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this app. Let me know if you use it. Let me know if you have any problems. I'll try to help you. I'll try to walk you through it and get you guided out, headed in the right direction. If you like my video, give me the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe and notifications button. Turn notifications on. My next video is going to be about 5 ways to improve your abilities as a barber. So that's going to be coming up next. So subscribe, stay tuned to my channel, and until next time, it's Preston. Peace out.